for Christmas is you, baby. Hi, YouTube. It is Jasmine Marie, and today I'm about to talk about Porsha Family Matters, episode 4. Episode 4 already. And I did not take notes. I did not take notes because I didn't take notes. I didn't take notes, but so I'm just going to talk off the top of my head of what I remember. But I'm just going to go on record to say that this episode was straight bullshit, okay? Straight bullshit. So keep watching because I'm about to talk. So I want to first start off by saying the episode opened up where they left off last week. And last week where they left off was they were at the table and Porsha had just told Dennis he started all of the mess that had occurred at the dinner table, right? So the way I saw it as a viewer, Dennis did not start it. I guess Porsha started it because she brought up the robe or whatever. I don't understand why she said Dennis started it, because I honestly don't know what Dennis had to do with it other than the fact that it was his shit and he asked Lauren and Londi to get him his shit, right? And then the family started arguing. Storm and Dennis went back and forth. So when it was all said and done at the dinner table, Dennis gets up from the table and tells Storm, shut the fuck up. I'm not gonna lie. When Dennis said shut the fuck up, I was like, ooh! Like, wow. And his mama was right there like, watch your mouth, watch your mouth, watch your mouth. My thoughts on that it was disrespectful, but I think they had just gotten Dennis to a place where he lost self-control. And we all do that, right? We all lose self-control sometimes and we just say, like, you know what? I'm sick of this shit. I've had enough. And you say some things that you may not have meant to say or would have said had you not been in that situation. Storm, I'm confused about the situation with Storm because I think last week she was saying that she worked for Dennis and maybe Dennis was trying to holler at her. But yada, 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 whatever. That's neither here or there. But Storm seems like, I guess she's young. She seemed like one of those girls who just run their mouth and, you know, she wants to be like the Aries and the Jadas of the world these days is what she gives me. I don't know why, but she just gives me that. Especially when her mom said, or somebody said that Storm needs to respect their elders. And whoever, I can't remember who said that, but whoever said that was like, I believe Storm think that Porsha is her elder. So basically, I took that as Storm acts, maybe views Porsha as some type of, what is it called? Role model figure. And she thinks that they're about the same age. So she follows behind what she does. That's the way I took that. Anyway, so, Lauren and Londi, the scene flips, and Lauren and Londi, I guess Dennis told Lauren that he needed his own room, or he had to switch rooms with somebody else so that he could have his own room, and that person was going to go in with Lauren. So then Lauren's like, how dare him change rooms when I made the room assignments? But you didn't give him his own room. So you can't possibly be serious, Lauren. How you not give a grown man his own room? Like, yeah, I understand he had his own room within the suite, but yes, I want my own room. Like, I want to unlock the door and not see y'all. Like, I want my own room. So I thought that was stupid. And then Lauren brings up to Londi how, I guess Dennis was out of line at the dinner or whatever. And she suggested some things that might have been Dennis' fault. And why I fucks with Londi is because Londi was like, well, I don't really think it was his fault. You know, so-and-so did this and so-and-so said that. And this got out of line and that got out of the line and yada, yada, yada. Which I agree with. I don't think that it was Dennis' fault. I think Dennis shouldn't have told Storm, shut the fuck up. But everything that happened before that, That wasn't on Dennis, and I don't think that Dennis started anything. I think that it was Porsha. She brought up the shit about the robe, and why you gotta get your robe back? Somebody stole the robe out of my house. A robe that don't belong to you. And you know, her and Simon on this episode, they sat down and they had dinner. And I just want to go, before I talk about this, let me go on record to say, why am I, if you agree with this or if you feel this, please comment in the comment section about your thoughts on this, right? Why every time Simon talks, it's like as if he's giving a lecture, like he's presenting to a class, or like he's giving some really, like the way he's speaking is like he's giving some like insightful information. Like either I'm a professor and I'm talking to my students, or I'm the counselor and I'm gonna counsel somebody through this, or I'm a preacher and I'm preaching to the church. Like, it's like every time he talked on this episode, it was like, well, like it was like a lecture. Well, you know what you're going to have to do about that. Like, his voice is very interesting to say the least. But to my point, Simon and Porsha, they were sitting down eating, and Simon told her, like, you know, you're going to have to get rid of his things. Make sure, give the man back his stuff. I feel like I should have started this off at the beginning of the conversation, because now I'm about to switch gears real quick and then I'll go back. So I'm talking in circles. This is what happened when you don't take notes, right? So I feel like my issue with this episode was Porsha kept saying that they were there for Pilar and they were there to co-parent. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, and I know maybe there's different ideas or versions of co-parenting, but in my mind, and I'm a mother of two, and I have my two children has two different fathers. So my version and my idea of what co-parenting is would be like me co-parenting with my daughter's dad, not me co-parenting with my daughter's dad and his family. Because Porsha kept, the way she was explaining co-parenting was like her family had to be involved, but like her family, not like her mom. It was like her aunties, her cousins. But I didn't realize that co-parent was all of those people. I thought co-parenting was between mom and dad. And between mom and dad, whoever, like let's say my mom has my daughter. Okay, yes, my mom is in a position where she can communicate with my child's father, but my child's father is not co-parenting with my mom. Does that make sense? Because I was, every time she kept saying we're here to co-parent, I literally was like, shut up. Like, it just was driving me fucking crazy, yo. And then when she was like, yeah, because I want Simon to have a healthy co-parenting relationship with Pilar as well. That also confused me, because again, in my mind, Simon wouldn't have a co-parenting relationship. Simon would be, once they're married, Simon would be Pilar's stepdad, and they would all have a blended family, and Porsha and Dennis co-parent. So co-parenting as in like, we still make decisions together. We do what's in the best interest for Pilar, okay? So I feel like Porsha is just in this world where she just expects everybody to be on board, or she expects everybody to just think that what she's doing is right. And I just feel like they keep using like, oh, it's for Pilar, but we never even see Pilar. And on top of that, it's like, you can have a healthy relationship, co-parenting relationship with Dennis without your cousins being involved, your aunties, your grandmas. Like, they don't necessarily need to be involved in that. So I just was super confused at the fact that she kept saying, like, because if he's not here for Pilar, It's like, I don't have to be here for me and you to be on the same page about our child. I don't have to be involved with your family for you and I, because this child is between you and I. So we're co-parenting. I'm not co-parenting with your mother. I'm not co-parenting with your cousin, your auntie, your sister. I'm not co-parenting with your auntie, whoever. I'm not co-parenting with those people. You are my co-parent and I am your co-parent. So that really annoyed me. And I just felt like she was just so unrealistic. It's like she just wants things to go her way, and it has to go her way. It has to be her way. She doesn't see it any other way. And the only way that this is going to work is if Dennis is on board. And I just kind of feel like where Porsha and Dennis are in their relationship, because I'm going to be honest as hell right now, it really just doesn't seem like Porsha is over Dennis. Because even when she was like, Dennis bought a girl, you're engaged. You're engaged. You're not in a relationship. You're engaged. So I feel like the way she was acting when she was like, Dennis bought a girl, the way that she was acting, it kind of like led the viewer to believe she still has some type of feelings for him. Now, I'm thinking right now, because I'm thinking, is it okay to have feelings, the type of feelings that she has for Dennis while being in another relationship, by being engaged? Like, I don't know. I really have to think about it. Because I think you can have love for somebody, but for you to be in a whole different relationship and you talking about you love that person and you're engaged, but yet you still worried about, Dennis bringing a girl. Why is that a concern when you're on the trip with your fiance? I don't get that. And I'm also just go on record to say that just after watching this episode, I really don't see the spark between Porsha and Simon. And when I say I don't see the spark between Porsha and Simon, for some reason, I just have this memory in my head about how when Porsha was on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and I think all the girls were going to Miami to maybe surprise Nene or something, and Dennis went with them. And I remember when Dennis came to Porsha's door, and he had on that white t-shirt, and how she was like acting just so giddy, so happy. She was like, oh, he has tattoos out for me. Oh, like, that was beautiful to see. Dennis fucked up. Yes, Dennis fucked up. And I'm not suggesting that Porsha and Dennis should get back together. I'm just saying the spark that we saw as the viewers when Porsha was firstly involved with Dennis, I don't see that same spark with her and Simon. So that makes me wonder, what is... Like, I wonder, what is the goal with Simon? Like, I understand they're engaged and they're going to get married and stuff like that. But I wonder, is she really in it for the right reasons? Or is she in it out of desperation? Because I'm getting older and I just really want a man. I really want to be married. And here's a man that's willing to do that. And I don't know. I kind of feel like this is just as the viewer too. As a viewer, I kind of feel like her being with Simon just reminds me of her being with Cordell in the same situation, right? And I feel like that because how she talks about how Cordell was controlling and, she didn't work because she was staying at home. And she was like, at one point, I think she said she was like his trophy wife. I kind of almost feel like that with Simon. Like, because she quit her jobs. Obviously, she can go back to them. So, obviously, in this relationship, she has more money. She has her own money, so she doesn't need him. But I'm very interested to see where their relationship goes 6 months from now. I also, one thing I didn't like in the episode as well, I didn't like the fact that Simon... when it came to, he said something along the lines of, something about Porsha and Dennis and how Dennis' mom will have to get out of their relationship or get from in between them. He was like, and then he was like, you're going to have to put a fucking stop to that or something he said, but he used like a really large cuss word. And Porsha was like, yeah, I know. And it's like, why should Dennis' mom have to get out of whatever's going on? Porsha, your mom's involved. Porsha, your whole family is involved. We're here on a trip with your whole family, right? We're here with your grandma. We're here with your auntie. We're here with your, I don't know if the grandma there, but the aunties are there. We're with your cousins. Like, your mother would have been here, but she got sick. Your mom is all up in your business. So why would Dennis' mom have to stop being in the business? If that's the case, your mom has to stop being in the business too. Now, in Porsha's defense, she did say, yeah, he's close with his mom, which is a good thing. And that is a good thing. That's good that Dennis is close with his mom. I just didn't like that. I didn't like that from Simon. I didn't like that from Simon. And then Simon and Dennis, they sat down and had breakfast. And Dennis told Simon that he was bringing a girl. Of course, that doesn't faze Simon, because in Simon's mind, like, Porsha doesn't care about you anymore, you know. So if you bring a girl, she shouldn't care. But of course, Porsha cares. And it was so funny, actually, when they had gone to the second dinner, now that I think about it, when they had gone to the second dinner, and I think Lauren called Porsha over to tell Porsha that Dennis was bringing a girl on the trip. And while Porsha was gone, Dennis's mom was so shady. Dennis's mom got a little shady, right? So I think the guy cousin was like, oh, are they coming to dinner or something? And Dennis's mom, Mama Gina, goes, oh no, he flew her in for her birthday, so they're going to a private dinner. I literally bust out laughing. I was like, now, Mama Gina, you know all of that was not necessary, but whatever. So then Porsha comes back to the table. The look on her face is just, she really did a good job at trying to keep it together, but you could just tell she was aggravated and annoyed. But you could just tell she was just aggravated. She was annoyed. She was pissed off. She was frustrated. Like, she was everything. All of the above. But yeah. So, I'm trying to think, did anything else happen? Nothing major happened. Lauren did the, what is it called? The spiritual healing thing, and Porsha didn't show up. That was weird. A lot of the family actually didn't show up. Londi was there. Dennis was there. Lauren was there, of course. And the spiritual healer, I think her name is Leanne. She was there. What else? You know what? Maybe, oh yeah, they were supposed to show up, because I think they did that in Lauren's room or whatever. But yeah, nothing like really major happened in this episode. Like I said, the episode was just kind of like a bunch of bullshit. I don't really have even anything else to say other than that it was a bunch of bullshit. It was like fantasy land, fantasy world, me, all about me, but I'm gonna throw in my daughter in the mix. It was, I'm gonna blame Dennis, even though Dennis didn't really do anything. And it was, if I were Dennis, I probably, actually, if I didn't have that person flying out, I would have left, because at that point, like, why am I even here? But yeah, that's all I have this week. I will tune in again next Sunday to watch it, and then I'll come with a review. They might be off next Sunday because it is Christmas week. Christmas is on Saturday, so Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to all of my subscribers. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like it, share it, and subscribe if you're not subscribed to my channel. And leave comments. Let's talk about this episode, like I said, because I thought it was some bullshit. Tell me what you think it was, and y'all have a great night. Bye-bye.